and loud because the fact is I'm D-lining with the 49ers each and every day. Even a little tidbit of news just gets you all fired up. Oh, let me remind you, too, if you are looking to call in, please do call, man. I love me some call, man. You need the Ronbo Sports app. All the information is there. So if you're coming in on the chat saying, how do I get the pin? Hey, don't do that. Don't do it. You'll stop bothering people. Go get the Ronbo Sports app. It's got all the information right there. It's got the phone number. It's got the PIN number. Did you notice I said the Ronbo Sports free app? You ain't got to pay no money. Just go in there. If you App Store, Google Play, Ronbo Sports, yeah, you got everything. And besides, you need that for the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday radio program I love to do. And we get in there, we talk, and got any anxieties, anything. If baby burnt dinner, we even talk about that if it's as long as it's 49 related. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to the monster tomorrow, mama. No, tomorrow. Hey, is Navarro 29? I believe he is. See, because people are already talking about, and that's part of the subject matter today, too. Who's going to be, okay, Navarro's not going to be part of any cuts in any surprise package. There are some other people involved in that, though. And I wanted to go ahead and talk about that a little bit, too, because we know that in camp right now, Carlos Hyde, and listen, that's not fighting material. I'm just saying that we know that Carlos Hyde is in the biggest battle he's been in since he came to San Francisco. Because when he was here, it was no doubt about, he was going to be second. He came and drafted in, right? So he wasn't going to be starting nowhere back then. Because Frankie Gore had that white wrapped up. There was no way. So Carlos was part of a package to attack Frank, but it was to go stop Frank. So, Carlos Hyde will battle Joe Williams. He will do battle with Matt Brieda. They're coming on like crazy. Matt Brieda, I understand, is learning how to catch the ball these days, which also adds to him being dangerous. Tim Hightower's in there. Tim Hightower knows the system. He is also probably going to be in there. Kapri Bibbs. People think Kapri Bibbs was brought over and they've got some reasoning that I've listened to. And I tell you what, Kapri Bibbs is not here to play no special teams, okay? Right? Kapri held a clinic Monday along with Tim Hightower on how to run Kyle Shanahan's system. All right. Also, and the guy nobody ever talks about, Raheem Mostert. Nobody ever talks about Raheem. You know he's a running back? Yeah, he's involved. Although I don't give Raheem a lot of shot. We could use him on kickoff returns because Raheem is fast. Special team, you can keep him for that. That group has to be reduced down to 4 people, a maximum of 4 and a minimum of 3. Now, here's the thing. I didn't realize, do you know Kyle Juice is part of the running back core? Who's it going to be, fam? Well, if they don't have a special category, the OW category, where they can put people like Juice, Trent Taylor, some other guys, you need an OW category, or some of these guys are in trouble. I don't know, man. It's just 3 guys. There's going to be a lot of running backs of talent. We can walking away, and Pete Carroll's leaking his chops. I can't wait till the 49ers cut. I'm going to pick up all I need because we got some talent. Oh, don't let anybody tell you we don't have no talent this time. Every year, 49ers ain't got no damn talent. NFL Network, 49ers have absolutely no talent. BSPN, the 49ers lack more talent this year than they did even last year, which makes it mean they have absolutely 0 talent. So they can't say that about us this year, man. We're stacked in every category. Vance McDonald's been the whipping boy of 49ers for years. Vance has had 2 good years in a row. Nobody paid any attention. And most people feel like he's been overpaid. Got something to say about that? Jump on in here. He's going to be up against, I call him the new golden boy, man. George Kittle, who knows how to perform Stone Cold Steve Austin stunner, which already makes me laugh. Logan Paulsen's been brought in, undrafted free agent. Cole Hikutini is making strides. And Garrett Celek and Blake Bell, forget about it. Forget about it. They are so gone. And Ray Armstrong. When's the last time anybody mentioned Ray Armstrong in a conversation? Last year, we said so many good things about Ray Armstrong. We said, if he wouldn't have went down, we would have done so much better. Ray tore his pec. Navarro lost his foot. Oh, we were just in big trouble. Then you had Jim O'Neill, who knows nothing about how to run a defense, standing there during a press conference saying, why isn't Gerald Hodges playing? O'Neill, geez, I forgot he was on this team. I guess he's got to play more. So, all of that. Now, this year it's going to be Ruben, the premier draft pick Foster, Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. Can Ray crack that group is what I'm saying. And last but not least, man, this is my thing, man. Kyle Shanahan. You heard that report that we got from Grant Cohn about what Chip Kelly and Jim Tom Sula were doing with the troops for the last 2 years compared to what Kyle is doing out there right now. It's unbelievable. 2-14 was warranted last year. 5-11 was warranted the year before that. Those guys did not know how to coach. If you were like me, you defended them. You said, Jimmy Tomsula, man, all the players love Jimmy T. Everybody's going to come out and play hard for Jimmy T. Are you kidding me? I was one of the people talking that smack. Stupid. Players weren't doing nothing but clowning and laying back. Just lighting up during it wasn't working. You have to have respect for your coach. Look at Bill Belichick. Hell, the players on the Pats, they do not like Bill Belichick. How many championships have they won? And then you get Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly did not want to offend anybody. He just came over from Philly. Black people didn't like him. So he's coming over to San Francisco and he's not going to piss anybody off. Y'all won't eat any greens and chicken during practice. It's okay. See, because the thing that pisses me off, I says, Chip, if you don't tell these guys what to do and let them do anything they want to do, boys will be boys. They're going to do everything they want to do. They're going to do everything but concentrate on the job at hand. This is why I'm so delighted that Kyle Shanahan is not afraid of the players, number one. He's setting down rules. We already seen KD Cannon be sent home right from the day one. KD Cannon! That was one of our top prospects. He was the highest paid, undrafted free agent kept. KD's out there bullshitting around, running. PR got son, I don't even know what he's doing out there. PR's out there saying, hey, son. Hey, man, let me holler at you. We run through patterns. KD. My name is KD Cannon, bro. I don't know who you talking to. Hey, KD. Hey, come here, baby. Yeah. Go to the locker room. I'll meet you there in a few minutes. Because the 49ers are not playing. Kyle Shanahan's not playing. The 49ers are being coached this year to win. It's a whole nother story in San Francisco, and I'm loving it. Loving it. Damn, I got myself all worked up. Let me calm down. Okay. Hey, let's go to the phone. Hey, who's that on the phone? Is that Toby? Toby!
Yo, it's the Ronbo Show. What's good? What's happening, y'all? What's up with it?
Toby, man, I'm telling you, I'm feeling like, man, this has got to be a Coach of the Year possibility, Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, man. I keep telling people all over social media, if you're sleeping on the 49ers, please, by all means, rest. We have extra beds. I have extra bed at my house. We can get a blow-up mattress for you guys. I don't know where all this negativity is coming from, even amongst the fans.
No, I know.
Even amongst the comment section down there. What's up, guys? Shout out to the comment section down there. Man, it's so much, it's so much disbelief, because they're so beat up.
Yeah.
Behind how Trent Baalke manipulated us and Jed.
Tom Sula,
man, he got manipulated by Trent. Nobody else wanted to coach for him. So he, did that to Jimmy T. Jimmy T should still be here. You know what? I can't get over that one, but I mean, it's over. Can't cry over spilled milk. But Jimmy T was manipulated.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And, bad coaching and even Brandon Jacobs clowning Jim Harbaugh, and I think it's pretty funny.
That's my favorite.
I think it's pretty funny because we always were winning by field goals, like without Frank Gore, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we really didn't have an offense, and so I kind of believe him on that part right there. But man, let me just say, man, shout out to Captain Splatter, man. That's Reuben Foster's nickname. Man.
Don't you love it?
That's a cool ass nickname, Captain Splatter.
Splat.
Hey, that's crazy. Hey, man, I was thinking. Okay, so the people who didn't listen to the radio show, there was a friend of mine at work. He bought a Kaepernick 7 jersey, and I
Oh,
asked the show, should I be his friend or not? And then I was thinking about this today, though. Jerry Rice wore the Seahawks jersey too. Does that make him not a Niner?
yeah, but
So
that was because it was his job. I mean, he just left. He wasn't finished playing football, so we got to excuse Jerry on that. Can't
okay,
compare to this man that's running around with that. He ain't got no reason to do that.
yeah, okay, well, okay, that's what I. Yeah, anyway, man, I thought that was kind of weird, man. But yeah, man, back to this defense, man. I know for sure our defense is going to be a top 10, man. Let me just read across. Let me just read across some names on here, man. Let me just read across some damn names. All this damn thing. You got Brooks.
Check him out. Go ahead.
You
By the
got
way,
Brooks.
let me
You got
remind you,
Thomas.
Toby. Let me just remind people: if you have a question, hash mark Q. Write that question. I'll see it immediately. Blast it up so I can see and read it out. All right, Toby, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, we got Witherspoon at the left corner. We
Yeah.
got Brooks at the Sam. Thomas at the big end. We got Mitchell up in there. We got Buckner at the 3 tech. We got Aaron Lynch or Eric Armstead at the other end. Then we got Bowman and Foster patrolling the middle. Then we got Reed and Ward in the back. Then we got we got Robinson on the other side. Now, I don't know why people can't see right now just by listening to that. Like why are people tripping? Like I know some people want to lose so we can get a high draft pick.
Oh,
I understand.
God, I hate that reasoning.
But man,
Trade
it's
up.
16-0, man. It's 16-0, man. Until proven otherwise, I'm gone. Holla at your boy, man. Ronbo show all day. Niners, baby.
We got. In fact, people. Is there a ball game? Is the Warriors playing right now? We got. Hey, I do see one question here. Let me get that question. The Felix Nerveza says, "Do you think Kyle Shanahan, let's see, and John Lynch would have kept Devin Kajus?" That's a good question. Would they have kept Kajus? Because Kajus had some juice. So I don't know. In fact, what happened to Kajus is he's still in Green Bay, because I know immediately after the season, he gets on his Twitter a lot and he likes to talk. I don't remember Kajus. I don't know if he's going to make the team in Green Bay or what, or he's going to be released. And you know what? Guys like Kajus, if he does get dismissed, we got to lobby to say, hey, coach, Kajus, that dude is a bad dude. Hey, call right now if you want. The lines are empty and free. I mean, they are empty and free. Let me get into the question. Do you think Brieda makes the 53-man roster? Was it the pro specialist? You know what? That's why I was pointing out earlier. If indeed, it depends on how many guys you got to keep. Because I got a feeling Tim Hightower and Carlos Hyde will definitely make the team. No matter how much I joke about it, Tim Hightower and Carlos Hyde will make the team. But that third spot, that's where the competition will be. Now, if they're only keeping 3 guys, because they have to have room for Juice, and I don't know if they put him in with the tight ends or what, because it's going to take a manipulation of the roster. But let's see. It would have to be Hightower. Joe Williams has got to be that third guy. You know why? Because Kyle Shanahan lobbied. They used a draft pick. They had to get him. It's like he has to be on the team no matter what happens next. Brieda should, man. But Breda's good. I have no real idea of what they're going to do with Matt. They can't let him go. The Seahawks will lead him up. I mean, one of the team needs a running back. So it's kind of scary. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. I would say Brieda makes the team, but I don't know where. Could keep him on special teams, you know. Hey, there's Kenneth Wright. Kenneth, what's up? Oh. Yo, Kenny. Let me see if I can the sound system going here. Yeah. Oh, hey, Ken.
Yeah.
There you are. Can you hear me? Can you get a little louder?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're not on speakerphone, right? I always ask people that.
No, I'm not on speaker.
All right. Well, go ahead. We had this problem the other day, so maybe it'll kick out in a second. Killer, go ahead, man. What are you thinking, man?
No, I'm with Toby, man. Don't be sleeping on us.
What's the chance of Kyle Shanahan being coach of the year? Now, you know what that requires, don't you?
Oh.
That means we got to win 9. We got to at least win 9 games and possibly get into the playoffs. What do you think? Is there a possibility of that?
I'm almost guaranteeing that he's coach of the year.
You got those 10 games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. I remember you making that prediction as I said 9 and 7.
10 and 6. So.
Yeah. All right. Also, and I'm thinking too, now, you're going to have some surprise cuts. I just went through Carlos Hyde and some other guys. I know, no matter how much I joke about Carlos Hyde, I doubt very seriously whether he gets cut. But where are you going to cut the fat on this team? Because some people are going to be dropped. How's that going to happen?
I'm not sure about the ones that are on the team last year, but I don't think Tim Hightower is going to make it.
Yeah, you think Tim Hightower won't make it?
I don't think he'll make it.
Okay. Because I thought Hightower only had the advantage of the fact that he knew Kyle's system, which is why he might have been brought in the first place. I thought maybe that some of the guys that he's got plugged in from his old system are going to have to be the guys that are going to be like to lead the charge here with the offense. But you feeling Tim may still get moved, huh?
Well, they can only keep so many backs, and I kind of put Juice in the back category also. So
yeah, he's got to be.
That's a lot of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's worrisome because I don't want to see too many good talents. Larry Hightower's a good player, especially for coming on the backfield and making those catches and things like that. So it's kind of scary knowing he'd have to get cut. So that means who are you keeping? You keeping Brieda and Joe, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Bibbs is a questionable one too. So
he's another one. He's another guy that did a good job so far in OTAs. So it's a real hard call to make. That's why I'm saying, man, the running back situation that's the most difficult group there is. Because I already know the Ray Armstrong is probably the odd man out.
We're going to be getting some players that we like that aren't going to make the team. So there are going to be some upset people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to fall in love with the player, and the next thing you know, when the 53-man roster comes, it's bye-bye time. So that's just the way it works. So.
And there's only one cut this year. You don't normally they go down to the 70-man roster, then all of a sudden you got like the 20 more guys got to go, and then now this time, oh man, everybody leaves on the same day. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Hey man, I became a grandpa today.
What? Wait a minute, kid. How are you going to be a grandpa?
My 20-year-old daughter had a baby.
Your 20-year-old daughter? I didn't. Yeah. Whoa! You seen Kid on the video? Who would imagine Kid has a daughter that's 20 years old? Kid, you don't look like anybody can have a daughter that's 20 years old.
I'll be 41. I'll be 41 next month, so I'm not a youngin'.
But you did start raising a family kind of early, so therefore, yeah, you can look like that and have a daughter 20 years old. All right. Congratulations, bro.
Thank you.
Gee,
got all kinds of little Niner baby stuff too, so
yeah, see that's
Niner girl.
Now that's how you get it done, man.
That's right.
That's how you do it. Raise them right. All right, Kenny. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you dropping in, man.
All right, man.
Talk to you later.
Yep.
All right.
Yep,
Let's go
Niners.
to all right. Yeah, go Niners. Let's go to Charles. Charles in Colorado.
Hey, Ronbo.
Charles. Got all kind of sound issues tonight. I hope you can hear it. Like, it's a little weird, but we'll see. Hey, Charles, what's up, man?
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, all of a sudden, things are wonderful, Charles. We're rolling now. We're cooking with oil. You're going to hear you real clear now. What's on your mind, Charles?
Well, I'm happy. I'm happy this year is going a whole lot better than last year. You know, we went into last year just with anxiety. You know, we didn't know what was going to happen, but, you know, everybody had this bad feeling that Chip Kelly just wasn't an answer. I mean, you get into the season knowing that, you know, the whole situation with Blaine Gabbert and Cole and Kaepernick, you knew it was going to blow up eventually. And you know he's gonna go in week one as a starter. Everybody knew Blaine Gabbert was gonna. So it's discussion to go in. You know, I don't really know how Hoyer's gonna do, but I support him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm really intrigued to see how he does. I really hope he does well. I really hope he week one. I hope he could kick our first opponent apart and prove everybody wrong. That's what I'm hoping to see.
And you know something, Charles? You, first of all, you put your finger right on the situation that started things season off wrong, because you had Blaine Gabbert, who was unpopular as a starter last year, and then you had everybody yelling and screaming for him to do better than he did. He was under so much pressure, he was scared, so he blew it. And this year, you don't have that element. You don't have Trent Baalke hating on either quarterback, just whatever. It's just a better atmosphere. It's that creation of yuckness in the locker room. It just won't be there. You're right. That's a key point.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about this year. I just you know I really miss Kaepernick. You know, because you know he was you know we went through so many years with Alex Smith. And you know, Mike Singletary. Yeah, we just had some really bad coaches.
Oh.
And bad quarterbacks before Colin Kaepernick got here, and then he came and just lit up the whole place. And it's really sad to see him go like this. I was really hoping he could, you know, be a career Niner for life and go into the Hall of Fame as a Niner, but that didn't happen. But you know, I'm really happy to see when the pages turn and us getting the talent that we've gotten this off season. And I'm really optimistic about things for this new season, and I really can't wait for training camp to start the weekend.
Yeah.
I'm praying that, you know, we get that the players stay healthy.
Yeah, that's
I'm you know, my the person I really want to see fly in his offense and really make the roster and start, you know, is Smelton. You know, he's the biggest wide receiver, and he reminds me of Antoine Bolton. You know, Antoine Bolton, you know, he could play. So that's what I really want to see start and thrive in his offense. So I'm really optimistic, and I hope Hoyer, you know, picks. You know, I think the Carolina Panthers our first game. You know, I hope he picks them apart, man. Just shreds them. You know, for 350 yards or 400 yards, and just put Mountain Nation on the map.
Wouldn't that be special?
You know.
Yeah.
Huh?
Wouldn't that be special? Especially if they have a big game from right at the beginning. But we had a big game in the last 2 years for the first game. The 49ers would just have been hell for the last 2 years on game one, Monday night. I really wish we could have scheduled the Hawks one of them years. I wonder what would have happened.
Yeah.
Woo!
You know who else I want to see play in the first game? I want to see Logan Paulsen play in the first game and light somebody up. Oh my God, that was just, I would lose my mind. If I see Logan Paulsen do a Patrick Willis on somebody and just send them off, you know, to the emergency room. I would love to see that.
I just worry about Reuben Foster though, because I hope he's strong enough. Maybe let him wait till a few weeks, because he needs to get in that weight room. I don't know how much weight he can press right now because that shoulder's healing. But I need Reuben in the weight room for at least a month. I want him under some heavy benching, man, because that shoulder's got to get right. So, you know.
But look at him. I mean, the kid is, you know, he's 6'1", 230 pounds, but he's hit like
a man weighing 275.
Yeah, and I'm like, he hits like, you know, he's 245 pounds.
Easily.
And so he's got natural born strength.
Yeah.
And I just think he's phenomenal, man. I'm glad we got him on our team because he can cover. And you know, one of my knocks on him, I really hadn't watched him on it was the fact that he couldn't cover. But when you go back and you see his tape, man, this guy is blitzing fast.
All right, Reuben's an athlete. Charles, let me stop you there because we got folks who want to jump in here as well. So listen, Charles, appreciate it, man. We'll see you on Monday night, all right?
Okay, all right.
All right. All right. Hey, let me jump a question here. And Sahel wants to know, are we going to Sahel next? Sahel, you can ask your own question. I'm gonna go Hard's question here. Give us one under the radar player that nobody's talking about that will show out this season. Go Hard says it's gonna be Ronnie Blair. Boy, that's a solid guess. I'd go with Ronnie Blair too. Because last year he had 2 sacks on a limited amount of snaps. Panama Queen, do you think this is Reed's last year? Oh, man. Oh, that's a tough one. I'll let somebody else answer that one. I'll tell you, let's go to Sahel right now. When do I believe?
What's up, Ronbo?
Yeah, Sahel. I say, when do I believe Foster's going to start? Sahel, honestly, I wish he wouldn't start right away. I'm like, and I'm the one who's always said, man, shut up about his shoulder. He's fine. I still want him to get a little more workouts in because normally right now he'd be like repping like 225, 30 and 40 times, right? But I'm sure he's not doing that right now. So I'm thinking maybe Ruben needs a few weeks to get a little stronger, how about we start him into September. He gets in sporadically here and there, and then at the end of September, that's 4 games. From 4th game, 5th game on, go Ruben. That'd be my guess.
Yeah, he definitely maybe like mid-season, maybe.
Yeah, even that.
You got to earn your stripes before you come on and play with the boys.
Yeah, and conditioning too. I don't know if you got a shoulder injury, you can't work out, not like you would, right? So I got a feeling Ruben's not really doing anything.
Hey, Bowman's doing it. Hey, he has a leg problem. He has all that MCL and all the AC situation. He's doing his business on the field right now. So he's looking great.
Did you see Bowman last year though? Before was that last year? I think it was. Yeah, no, the year before actually. Bowman was squatting like 485 for reps, and that knee was just healing. And I says, Bo's an animal. That's why they call him a monster, man. Nobody, 485 squat is already tough no matter what kind of condition you're in. But let alone healing up from an ACL, and Bo's doing it for reps. Because I sat there and watched that film and counted. Jesus Christ. Oh, shit.
Yeah, another thing, too, Lynch and Shanahan, people like saying, oh, you guys trading him? Oh, hell no, we're not trading him. They know what they got.
Got that straight. Yeah.
They turned it out real quick, but yeah. So we'll see. Well, but I also wanted to say too is remember, I don't know if you remember, it was like a couple weeks ago that we talked about. You were like saying there's like a player back in the Walsh days. He's like went to restaurants and say, hey, if you see this player coming in and this and that. I found out who that player is, and actually my uncle told me a story about him because they know each other. He goes to my family restaurant. This was like years ago. So it was Bubba Paris.
Yeah.
He said that story that he came to my uncle one time and said they're watching me because he wanted to win the restaurant. And he's like, I can't eat that much, but he always gets like really small portions. So because he's a big boy, obviously.
Yeah, Bubba's.
So that guy that you're talking about is Bubba Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. The Walsh story. That's Bubba Paris. You're right. That was who Walsh was trying to stop from eating. And the story is, Walsh not only went to your folks' restaurant, been around there for a while?
Yeah. He told my uncle, he goes, I'm in the diet. I have to eat right. My coaches are on my ass, so I can't. They're watching me. My uncle told me the other day, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, Ronbo told me a story. I was like, okay, I got to tell him.
I'm glad. I was wondering if it was Bubba Paris. That's right. Bubba's hilarious, man. And as I say, Walsh drove around the areas. Whenever he'd on his way home, he'd stop by, place hi, I'm Bill Walsh. And of course, people in the restaurant, oh my God, Bill Walsh. Listen, see this player right here? He had a photo. You see this player right here? He's one of my guys, and you want to help me out. Make sure, give him a salad, give him something like, just tell him your coach stopped by here, and he asked us to make sure we control how much food you get. So,
And then there's a new technology most likely going to happen. It's like, they're going to, hey, we're going to track you where you at.
See?
Lynch.
GPS.
Brown. See where you at.
Put a dude on GPS.
Isn't
that funny? Could you imagine, too? There he is, driving into one of the barbecue houses where you get a whole slab of ribs and everything else, right? And all of a sudden, like, there's John Lynch, big red alert, beep, beep, beep. Oh, hey, Aaron, yeah, it's Coach. No, it's John. Yeah, no, I know where you are right now. Okay, I want you to put that thing in reverse. All right, back up that car, and I want you to leave right now. Okay, can I get you to do that? Yeah. I was sitting there thinking, what? Jesus Christ! How does he know where I am?
He's like, your card has been canceled. But yeah, man. But I also wanted to, ask the question for everybody else is who is your four? And we kind of touched base on the red and gold the other day, but who's your four running backs? And, who would you cut and why? Now we'll ask anybody that wants to answer that question, see how they feel about it, and who's their future quarterback.
Oh.
So
we're back on point with Sahel's question on that. Who are you gonna cut? Who's in that surprise package of cuts? And you can start with the running backs because that is the most toughest one. They can't keep all those running backs. So hell, we got one. What did I count? We got 6 running backs. Man, it's just
it's a tough situation. We got depth, man. We got depth for days. I mean, there's a lot of guys that we're gonna be very surprised who we cut.
4, 5, 6,
and
7.
Because all the signings that we did and pickups and the rookies that we signed, these guys like Brooks, Lynch, and Tank, Eli Harold even, they could be on the question mark of there might be a possibility they might get cut or traded. And even McDonald's on that list, and there's a lot of offensive players even. So
man,
we got depth. That's one championships.
Yeah, and see, it's like Kyle says, if you've got good players that you have to get rid of, you're on the right track. All right, Sal.
Exactly. All right, man. You guys have a good night.
You too, bro.
And enjoy your Memorial Day.
Yeah, that's right. Hey!
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Memorial Day coming up. All right. All right, Sal. Have a good night, man.
Niners, 19-0, Super Bowl. Here we come.
See, that's what I like. Not 16, but 19-0.
19, playoff, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're not one weekend. All right, man. I'll see you later.
All right, Sal. All right. So, and Joey Walder says, do you think Reuben Foster or Solomon will get Rookie of the Year? One of them is going to get it. Now, they've both got to contend with that boy up in Cleveland, Myles Garrett. But a lot of people said a lot of bad things about Myles Garrett, and people have said nothing but good things about Solomon Thomas. Reuben Foster, it speaks for itself. So, man. Hey, Tim! What's up, Tim?
Yeah.
What's up? You, man. Sitting
How
there,
you doing?
Doing all right. We're trying to figure out, who's going to get cut. And can Kyle Shanahan become Coach of the Year? And these are all things that, of course, are dependent upon how well the 49ers play football this year. Oh, man. And as you just got Sahel's question, Tim, you can't keep all them running backs. How you gonna do, man?
I know, man. It's they got a lot of them. And I don't know how many can they keep.
Okay, let's use 4 as a number because God, if you cut any less, you can't cut any less, and they almost have to carry 4 to implement the program.
If they keep 4, they should.
Remember
they will go with
Juice,
Hyde, Hightower, Brieda, and Williams.
Yeah, remember Juice is in this package. See?
Oh, well,
yeah, it gets complicated. Nobody's cutting Juice.
It's gonna have to be Juice, Hyde, Hightower, and Joe Williams.
You know what? I feel bad for Matt Brieda. He's out there working his ass off, Tim. He's out there outplaying people. Whew, man. And they're not going to let Joe. And Joe Williams is not leaving because they went to too many lengths to get Joe Williams. Oh, Matt Brieda could be the man. And Matt's going to walk away. They can go to hell, man. I know I outplayed every dude out there. You know, and then there's gonna be the Hawks on the phone, and they're gonna pick him up. See, this is such an annoying situation, but I don't care.
Yeah, it is. It is. Hey, but I had heard you just say, you know, who do like you asked the last caller who he thinks or he said something about who's gonna like do good and outperform. You know what I mean? Like that nobody's really talking about.
Oh yeah, that was Gohard's question. Yeah, who's your surprise dog? Exactly.
I think Malcolm Smith is gonna surprise some people. I think he's gonna have a really good season. I was looking at his stats and everything, and since he started in 2011, his stats have just gotten better and better. And he led the Raiders last year in tackles. You know, and I mean, I don't see why he would I don't know why he would like why his progression would stop, I guess I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Like he's doing like better and better. I'm looking at his tackles every season. They're like more and more, and nobody's really, you know, like talking about him. You know, a lot of people think he got overpaid, but I think that he could come out pretty big for us. You know what I mean? Like having Bowman, Foster, and this guy that you know obviously doing better and better every year. He's been playing since 2011. He ain't that old. No. You know what I mean? He's still young. Like, he's
still powerful.
I think that he's going to, I don't know, I have a good feeling about him.
Hey, so Tim, are you going to get rid of Ray Armstrong in that case? Because Ray Armstrong to me is a guy that's the odd man out. Am I right on that? Do you agree? Is that going to happen to poor Ray?
Whoa.
See,
I don't know. That's a hard one.
Yeah, see, we got hard ones in every last. There's not one positional group except for the kickers. Actually, every group has got its stack up of people, and you can't keep them all. Somebody's got to go. There's going to be some good ball players involved. Ray Armstrong's in that group. They got another guy, but he's going to be a special teams guy. The guy all over from the Hawks as well, and he's over for dual reasons. He knows the system, and he can be used in special teams. And he's that guy you fall back on should, you know, like last year, the defense gets wiped out. So Ray, there he is. I said, man, Ray he's a good talent, and I don't know if they're going to be able to hold on to him.
Yeah, Malcolm Smith, didn't he play for our defensive coordinator when the Seahawks were in the Super Bowl?
See, that's right. He's not going anywhere. Malcolm Smith is not getting cut. This is why Foster's definitely not getting cut and Bowman's not getting cut. There's three guys already right there that are definitely not getting cut, right? So now, Reuben Foster, I mean, Ray Armstrong is now in that zone where he's going to have to be phenomenal in camp, or they're just going to already pencil him out right now.
Yeah, for all the players in this rebuild, it's like do or die, man. It's like whoever you know what I mean? If you get outperformed, you're gonna be getting cut or your second string or, you know, whatever, you know, it's Dan Lynch and Shanahan are very, very serious about having like
hardcore competition.
Turning this ball club around, you know what I mean? Like
they are.
They ain't playing no games.
No. When you got that much fierce competition at every position, you know, hey, Gohard's question though about surprise players that could come out of nowhere and be the dog. Remember, Tank Carradine, I'm going to put him on the list, too, because Tank Carradine, he's back in the 4-3. I heard he's looking good. He's playing at the big end position, too. It's either him or, most likely, Solomon Thomas, when he gets back to practice, probably in another week or so, that's his place. So Tank may start the season a little bit, and work Solomon in. He'll have his chance. So that's what that's about.
Yeah, man. When does preseason start?
August 11th is the big game between Kansas City. Everybody's waiting on August 11th, Kansas City versus San Francisco, Levi's Stadium.
Man, you know what? I bet you that preseason is going to be sold out.
Heck yeah.
I know I'm gonna be there. For sure.
Those practice games aren't as expensive as regular season too. So there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Timmy, we gotta go, man. You gotta go, and hey,
okay, man. Hey, what?
No, I was waiting. What were we gonna say?
I was gonna say enjoy your Memorial Day weekend, man.
Yeah, you too, man. All right. Have a good night, Timmy.
All right, man.
All right.
Okay.
And we move to his name was Aaron. You're in Salem, Oregon. Your area code is 971. Hi, Aaron. Aaron.
What's going on?
Hey, Aaron. Hey, man. Sitting back here, man. It's enjoying the Memorial Day weekend and thinking 49ers. Everybody's out doing a barbecue thing. I've already had enough food today. More than I should have, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron, hey.
I was out teaching my nephew how to shoot.
All right. How did he do?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Started him off on the 9mm. I should have started smaller caliber, but he seemed to handle it just fine.
All right. We'll move up to other stuff later. Hey, you know what? I'm pushing Coach of the Year for Kyle Shanahan. Am I crazy? Is there any possibility of that happening? Do you see that? Some of the things I heard about in camp so far about Kyle Shanahan's coaching, and I say, good Lord, we got a real coach now. So, you think about that.
Yeah, it's a possibility. I mean, I really think it is a possibility because if any of these teams that were playoff teams last year, I mean, say they make the playoffs again this year, but if they take a step back in that process of making the playoffs, I really don't think their coach will be considered for Coach of the Year because they took a step back.
Mm-hmm. And that
moves
Cap, that moves our guy up.
There's a possibility. And another thing people aren't looking at, what can make it another good possibility is the collapse in Seattle. This division is wide open now.
Don't you love that Seattle news?
They are falling apart at the seams, and I live in the Pacific Northwest. No matter how many Seahawks fans deny it, it's happening, and it's happening in front of their faces, and they don't want to come to terms with another team that Pete the Cheat is associated with falling apart.
You're right. They are in denial. A lot of them are still saying the chances of them going to the Super Bowl this year are high. And I said, and you're high along with it.
High.
Yeah.
Now, I could see them being high if they went into this draft and don't trade with us, their division rival, a future all-pro linebacker like Reuben Foster, and instead they use our first 3 picks or so on offensive line to help them out. Then I could see their probability being a lot higher.
Yeah.
And if they didn't have a running back that they had to pay $55,000 a month to keep his fat ass out of line at McDonald's,
he's another guy.
Probability would be high.
Eddie. Big Eddie. And you know what? Every year Eddie comes into camp, he's okay, and then he gradually, during the course of the season, starts to get wider and wider until you see the name Lacey on the back of his jersey start to stretch out and just turn into a line.
Yeah. Hey, the fans in Seattle went for throwing Skittles to beast mode. What are they going to throw? Chicken wings for Eddie Lacy? or cheeseburgers? I mean, damn.
And if they don't think we can bring that big boy down as slow as he's going to be moving, they got a surprise coming. Lacey's...
I mean, it's almost the same for our week 1 opponent in Carolina. They have a freaking offensive lineman playing wide receiver.
See, that's, man, I tell you.
Or Kelvin Benjamin, 270 fat-ass pounds.
I saw a picture of him just the other day, and I was looking through the picture because somebody gave it to me and it says, check out this picture of Benjamin. And I looked twice. Where is he? I thought that was a woman walking in front of the Panthers.
It's Benjamin.
It's Benjamin. Benjamin's good. He's got that wide, soft look of a woman as well. I said, it's Calvin in the middle of the picture. Oh, my God. Good. Calvin, get you something to eat, man. Make sure you bring you some sandwiches when you come to San Francisco, too.
Yeah. Eat 6 times a day. I don't care. Stop at Golden Corral, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, all of them on your way home. But the funniest thing I saw, and this came from a Carolina beat writer, it was sitting right there at Carolina's OTA watching it, he put on Twitter, Kelvin Benjamin is moving so slow, the only thing the 49er defensive backs have to practice on week 1 is they're jogging and power walking in order to cover it. I said, oh, my God, this is coming from their writers? Oh, no. I'm like, wow.
Well, that's
so,
cool.
I mean, I don't know, honestly, and I think they're classifying Funchess as a tight end this year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if Kelvin Benjamin don't get in shape, who are they going to put on the outside? Samuel and McCaffrey? That ain't going to work very good.
Well, they still got a famous boy, Mr. Ginn. So, Ted Ginn Jr., though, I don't know. Well, I can't wait for that.
Ted Ginn Jr. went to New Orleans.
Whoa. Well, that's right. Teddy G is gone. That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Teddy's in New Orleans.
See, we can't talk too loud though, because we still have Aaron who's having to. But the good thing about Aaron is he can be replaced until he gets thin enough. So other teams, some of the key guys getting fat like that is not a good thing.
Honestly, if you look at it, people want to talk about Aaron Lynch weighing 270. Is he really overweight because he's going to play with his hand in the dirt all the time?
Good point.
Honestly, if you're playing defensive end, 270 is not too heavy.
Aaron's at 290 though, and that's the problem. Now, if Aaron,
290,
he was up around 285, 290. You know what though? I say if Aaron gets down to 280, I think he can carry it. And like you're saying, with his hand in the dirt, that's okay.
Well, yeah, because I mean, if you look at it, his freshman year in college, he played at Notre Dame. He played on the line at Notre Dame.
I wonder what he was
hand
weighing
in the dirt.
Yeah. Aaron was never that big while he was at Notre Dame. Wait a minute. I take that back. I saw a picture of Aaron in that green, and he was a little healthy. So, yeah. Anyway, hey, listen, Tim. Hey, we got to go, Tim. I'm sorry, Aaron. Aaron, let's get some more of you on Monday nights, okay?
Yeah, we can try that.
All right, bro. Looking forward. All right. Have a good night, Aaron.
See you, Ronbo.
Yeah. And we go to Win. Hey, Win.
Ronbo.
Yo.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Yeah, doing great, Win. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great.
That's awesome. Well, we'll sit here tonight wondering who we're going to get rid of. And, there's guys in the box right now. Vance McDonald. And Win, I don't know how you feel about Vance, but I've been one of the lone people. I always feel so alone on this. I'm the guy who keeps telling people, okay, Vance had his first 2 years were bad. But please tell me his last 2 years have been an improvement. Most people won't admit it, so they want him cut. When we got 7 running backs, you can't keep them all. How are you going to handle that situation? And is Kyle Shanahan a potential coach of the year?
You know what? I think it's going to come down to special team value.
Yeah.
Special team value, so I believe that, McDonald did have a better year last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that he's going to he could possibly make the team, but I still think that if they can get a 6th or 7th round draft pick for him to unload their contract, we could possibly have three new tight ends.
Mm-hmm. And I think we do. Honestly, big as a Mac fan as I am, I really think he might be on the bubble. Yeah.
Yeah. No, with the a lot of people may have forgotten about the tight end that we got from in free agency, the Logan Paulsen kid.
Hikutini?
Whenever they're bringing guys in with Lynch and Shanahan, the guys that they earmark and they bring in.
Oh yeah, Paulsen. Yeah, you're right.
I don't think those guys are going. I think those guys are going to make the roster.
Guaranteed.
So, Vance McDonald is he's got a lot of athletic talent, man. But I mean, over the years, I think he's just developed that reputation. I mean, he's dropping so many passes.
Yeah.
But last year he did play better.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at. I believe the defense is going to be better, and I believe that Shanahan is going to take care of the offense.
Yeah.
But the phase of the football game that we got to make sure we don't neglect is the special teams, and that's why I really think this Brieda kid is going to make it.
Oh. Hey, but how do you categorize him, though? I mean, where do you put him? I mean, if you've only got so many running backs, the running back core has got to be a certain size. The defensive backs, this, that. Where are you going to put him? You going to continue to call him a running back?
Yes, sir. And what I'm looking at is I'm thinking that the tight ends is going to make it, I believe. If we can trade Vance McDonald, I think it'll facilitate this right here. I think the George Kittle kid that we drafted from Iowa, the Logan Paulsen kid that we got in free agency, and then this Cole
Hikutini
kid from Louisville.
Yeah.
I think those are going to be the 3 tight ends.
Yeah.
And then Kyle Juszczyk, however you pronounce his name, the fullback from Baltimore.
Yeah.
The offensive weapon.
He can play. He can fill in there too.
He can plug into that tight end position also.
So you're not keeping Blake Bell and Garrett Celek, are you?
Oh no! I don't think they're going to make it.
Poor guys.
Blake Bell and Celek, they got an uphill battle to make the roster.
Yeah, you know, as a matter of fact, Gohard was asking a question ago. Who are some of the guys that are most forgotten men that are going to come out of nowhere and shake this OTA session up to be considered real dark horse favorites to stay on this team? And we mentioned, Malcolm Smith. I don't know if he should have been included in that group. I just went ahead and threw in Tank Carraday's name. I'm a little worried about Ray Armstrong, but yeah, who are you thinking?
I'm hoping it's Eli Hurl.
Oh, and I keep forgetting about Eli. See, he's what we were talking about. The forgotten ones. Which one will emerge? Yeah. Eli Harold. There you go.
Yeah, you know, Eli's got. I mean, he's got all the talent as far as the height, the weight, the speed, but he just hadn't really, hadn't materialized as far as on the field production.
Yep.
So I'm hoping that we can get something out of him, going to this 4-3. So, he could possibly play that Sam linebacker position. But, reading the articles here about the OTAs, I guess for the last 3 years we've been thinking Ahmad Brooks would be gone,
What?
And every year that guy just keeps coming around and winning the job. So,
yeah. Can't do anything
sounds
with
like
it.
He's putting himself in a position to win it again.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man, but I want to put my money on Eli Hurl as a forgotten one. Hopefully he can come around and give us some production.
Eli's in that toe, and I'm one of the people who picked on Eli last year a lot too. But then I said, you know what? I said Eric Armstead was hurt last year, and if I'm gonna give Eric Armstead a pass on his injury, you got to give Eli a pass too. I didn't know he had a toe injury. The toe must have been killing him. It's okay now.
Until we read about that last few weeks, so I didn't know about it either. So
yeah. So Eli's not a crybaby. He doesn't make excuses. He had a bad year, but now the media has went ahead and told everybody he has a bad toe, and he's had that fixed now. So you should see a little different Eli Harold this season. So.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the one position group that I'm worried about the most or have the most concern about is the offensive line.
Yeah, they're starting to put a lot of attention on that all of a sudden too. Read something about that today for the first time in a long time. But what are your feelings on that?
Well, I'm hoping Garnett comes around, man. That's because we traded back into the first round to get him.
Yeah.
Boy, look at the Pro Football Focus rating and rankings.
Not good.
Well, he graded out pretty low, but
yeah.
I don't know. I've been seeing some stuff on Twitter where he's been working out, doing Pilates and all that kind of stuff, getting in better shape.
Yeah, he's got to get smaller. So, for this system, he's got to get a little leaner. But you know what?
You can't be 320, 325 and the thing is, do what Shanahan wants you to do. I think you need to be around the 305, 310 range.
Yeah, somewhere. And you get 315 might be okay. See, because the thing is, everybody needs to understand he was a rookie. You got to make a lot of rookie mistakes in order to learn. And I believe he got a lot of them out of his system last season. Because the patience for him was really short because of the fact that, like you said, they traded up in the first round to get him. And people think, well, damn it, he better come in and play like a first-round player. But I think people sometimes forget, first-round player doesn't mean he's going to come in and go to the Pro Bowl. It means that he's got the potential to be really good. So I think this year will be a better, more telling year for Mr. Garnett.
Hey, let me ask you this, Ronbo. We know we got that big right tackle with Trent Brown. They got him listed on the roster 6'8", 355. We talk about how with that zone scheme that Shanahan runs.
Yeah.
Usually, guys I mean, it's almost like he fits into their hardball power running attack.
He's in trouble. He's got to lose some size.
What do you think would be the ideal weight for Trent Brown to get down to?
Well, he's got to get. He's at 355. He's a big boy. He can carry a lot of weight. I'd say Trent's what they say he was at currently. 355.
Well, that's what the roster says. So I don't.
Yeah, I know. And I remember the TV analyst said they say Trent Brown's around 355, 360, which means he weighs 400 pounds. And I looked at him and I said, that's funny, but I bet it's true. So Trent, ideally, he needs to really get down to 355 pounds and stop kidding about it. Or it'd be ideally to get down to 330 because he's a really athletic guy and he can actually do his job a little better and not be threatened with people like Gary Gilliam, who has got to go, man. He has got to go. Man, he's got to go.
Send him back to Seattle, right?
Oh, please. I heard that both Ronald Blair and Eric Armstead caught him at the line of scrimmage and carried him all the way back to the quarterback with a terrible ease. So, he's got to go. When we're out of time, though.
Hey, Ronbo, I appreciate you, man. Love the show.
Thanks, man.
Listening.
All right, appreciate it. I'll see you Monday then.
All right. Okay, take care, bro.
All right, man. Let's go to Norm.
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Norm. You been doing, man?
Yeah.
You do any barbecuing today?
Man, just checking out, listening to what everybody's got to talk about these days, so juice to see what these Niners are going to do.
Oh,
this
man,
year based
Norm.
on,
Where do you cut the fat?
I try not to, we know in the past we always got pumped up the OTAs, and we had those players that sit out in the OTAs, and then they was trash, like, the Jerome Simpson. I don't want to get into that syndrome.
Yeah.
So, I was paying attention, but Brian Hoyer is looking like he could be pretty solid.
Yeah.
They had him in there. He was throwing nearly perfect passes.
Yep.
OTAs.
Yep.
Bowman is healthy.
Yeah.
And man, Reuben Foster's. I ain't heard nothing about his shoulder. I heard nothing about Reuben Foster's shoulder.
Yeah, I think the media's going to finally stop with that. Because they keep looking for Reuben to go back into the hospital for a follow-up procedure. They were trying to push that for about 2 or 3 weeks. And now Reuben's not in the hospital. So they're trying to say, okay, we can let him alone. Looks like he's okay. John Lynch is not lying. So,
Yeah. All right. So, as far as speaking of rookies and Reuben Foster, and him and Solomon Thomas looking like they can be defensive rookies of the year, especially Solomon Thomas. I think he could whoop out Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's in a better system. I feel like Solomon Thomas will be in a better system. He'll be in a better position. And, our front seven is going to be solidified with his presence. You know what I'm saying? He may not be like DeMarcus. He may not look like DeMarcus Ware this year.
not yet.
But DeMarcus Ware was saying he wanted him to be better.
Yeah.
He wants to train Solomon Thomas to be better than him, which is great. I'm like, okay, be better than DeMarcus Ware then. We need that. On top.
Hey, what, Norm?
Then,
they say his footwork is crazy
let's
fast.
see, what else? Huh?
Say his footwork is crazy fast, Solomon Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
And we already know he's got fast feet because we saw him at the Combine. So, if he's going to work with DeMarcus, and DeMarcus said he's strong. DeMarcus says, even when I'm doing drills, I said, don't handle me, okay? Just I'm gonna just show you this because he says the boy is strong. Guys thought that was funny, so I'm liking it. Yeah, he's ready.
That's what's up, man.
Hey, Norm, what you gonna do with your running backs, man? The running back situation is making me laugh because I go around and people think. By the way, I want to apologize to Chris Schultz on the comments section because he thinks I'm Chris by now he must think I'm just watching him, It's like everywhere I look for Chris Schultz to see what he's saying about the running back situation. So I go after him. But Norm, what is going to happen with that running back situation? You ain't gonna be able to keep all them stars, man, and you got plenty of them this year.
Yeah. We'll probably be able to keep 3 or 4 in the roster. I'm thinking everybody's talking about Carlos Hyde. I heard people talking about Carlos Hyde. He might get rid of him, but I don't think Carlos is saying he's a bust or something.
That's too much.
talking about people remember that Carlos Hyde left. Man, I don't think he's going to go nowhere. He got Juice in the system. You got Joe Williams. I don't think they're going anywhere.
See, and look at and Brieda outperformed Joe Williams.
Ooh.
See,
it just doesn't end. So somebody's going to get cut.
So
I just man,
who?
having a hard time.
Somebody said Tim Hightower can go.
Yeah, I'm going to have a hard time figuring out who's going to get cut. That was bad.
That is the position right there. Every other position you can imagine who's going to leave. But the running backs, man.
Because you see how Cal Shanahan runs his running backs. Like, they eat. Coleman and Freeman ate last year.
Yeah.
They ate like Greek gods.
Oh.
Even DeMarco ate.
Yeah. So, you know.
So, I mean, and now he's got some power. He's got a power runners. He's got some finesse runners and Hyde. He's got, Joe Williams is a power runner. He can mix and master. That'd be cool for him. So,
but no, question:
that'd be a nice twist to Shanahan's offense.
But how do you run? Do you get into a scheme during the game where how running backs usually they need to get how they always say, I couldn't get no rhythm, I couldn't get no touches, so I couldn't get my rhythm tonight. As they're standing in the post game,
right?
Because the announcers ask him, only 30 yards tonight. That's not like your game. What was there an issue? I couldn't get no rhythm tonight. I only got about 8 touches, and that was pretty much the problem. And really, we're sitting at home saying, no, you screwed up because we was watching, man.
I mean, it also just says that's also contingent on the defense you're playing too. Because remember, Niners shut Adrian Peterson down one night. Okay, shut him down
last Monday night before last.
And now, if we play a defense like the Vikings defense, they raw. You're gonna have one of them nights where running backs ain't gonna have no rhythm playing against a defense like that. But if you play in a defense like Giants and Cowboys, they ain't no real defense. So if you have a bad night against them, then you're gonna talk about that one.
Yeah. Yeah, Norm, you don't think the Giants are gonna have a good defense? I thought their defense was pretty tough last year.
I don't know. I mean, the defenses that I really looking at is the ones that we're gonna be playing. Like the Cowboys defense, we gotta play them. So I'm paying attention to the defenses that we'll be playing against, like which ones that get really, really smoked up by Cal Shanahan.
Yeah.
And because I just watched how he picked apart Seattle, and how he just picked apart. Oh, that's right.
Green Bay.
The Giants.
And he humiliated Green Bay even worse.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why I keep telling people.
So the Texans defense is what the Texans defense.
That one scares me.
Crazy. Yeah. Cardinals and that's about it.
Yeah,
very crazy. I mean, Seattle, of course, but Kyle Shanahan, he's frying chicken on them boys.
I tell you, man, you see what I see, man. I've been telling people. See, I said, number one, while the skeptics are saying we'll be lucky to win 3 or 4 games, I said, you guys, what you don't understand is this is not last year or the year before his team. There's not a defense in the NFL that Kyle Shanahan does not have a scheme for. He studies this. This is what he does. He knows how to embarrass your defense. Belichick is the same way. He'll take away your best player so you can't beat him with that. Kyle will work on your weakness to exploit that to score with ease, and pretty soon that throws everything in a flux for the other team. They don't understand that.
With ease.
Yes.
I'm talking about with ease. Like, how do you score the Legion of Boom with ease?
And he didn't need all-stars at every position either. Yeah.
These boys, they went up there, and there's only a few defenses that just, Bill Belichick's smart, so they were able to, readjust to Kyle Shanahan's offense in the second half. But for the most part, teams was just not ready for him. Like, they was like, what are we going to do with these cats?
It's too late.
So
and also,
like Seattle's going to get whooped. All of but you got. That's what I was just talking about. These running backs. We have Kyle Shanahan. He's going to have running backs that can do first team and finesse. I see him for that as a coach. So he can have just that much more room to play with as far as plays. Have part of the defense.
And you'll see that all on display this year, Norm. Is he going to be Coach of the Year?
Oh, speaking of that, Kyle Shanahan, Coach of the Year, I see it as a big possibility, especially with the way they're picking up players. They're picking up hungry, big players. Kyle Shanahan he's known to have a successful offense. I mean, people are talking about the Niners like as much as they want to talk about we'll win 3 or 4 games, they talking about these Niners like we really going this team is really going to do something.
Yeah.
So
they're moving the number up, though.
This team not only making the playoffs, but somebody said this division is wide open. These Niners can take this division.
Don't let that happen.
Take the division. Kyle Shanahan could definitely be, especially if 49ers make the playoffs.
And it wouldn't even be.
Think about that storyline.
Oh.
Kyle Shanahan takes 2-14 49ers and makes them a playoff.
Coach of the year.
But now the Chiefs went 1-15. They went 1-15 from a 1-15 team being 11-5, and Andy Reid didn't get Coach of the Year. So.
Yeah, I know. But Andy Reid, look what he had. See, because they're going to look at a lot of things. Look at the 49ers. What they did with that team, they took a lump of clay and they built it into an Adonis. They came out there and they pursued and they got it done. Even if we get excused in the second round, first round, second round of the playoffs, you still have to look at Kyle Shanahan as the best coach in the NFL. It took a hell of a thing to go that far. So,
oh yeah,
I like it.
That's if the Niners score a lot of points this season.
Oh, and I look for that. Norm, we got to go. Tell you what, man. Okay, Norm is getting. We've heard Norm like 2 times in the last 5 or 6 days. We haven't been hearing from Norm. Norm, it's so good to hear from you, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've been asleep. Like I said, I've been asleep, but I'm awake now.
Good.
I'm that Niner fan that went to sleep. Sorry, John Lynch.
See you Monday, man. If you got time.
I got a video for that. Niner all day.
Hey, Norm. And we go out to Georgia. Trez.
Representing one half of TNT.
That's
and
right.
If you come this way, it's bound to be an explosion. What's going on, Ronbo?
It's you, Trez. You know, some Trez, we never see your tag team partner on the weekends. I guess he's out barbecuing and having a good time. Is Trey here today?
Yeah, we alternate this thing. You know, when I'm missing, Trey fill in. When Trey misses, I fill in.
Wait, somebody said Trey's...
That's what tag team partners do. We cover the other.
Yeah, there you go. Tagging it. But I understand Trey is in the chat. Let me look over here. Go ahead, Trez. What's good, Trez? I'm thinking, man, as I mentioned, I've already proposed that we make Kyle the coach of the year. I got too many running backs. Lord have mercy. Which one has got to go? Who's going to be that surprise guy that's thrown off of this team come that big first cut? Trez, what are you thinking, man?
Well, I got a couple of checklists here. Who was the guy before Norm? Was it Win? What was his name? Win?
Yeah, I think it was Win. Was it Tim?
I just want to address Win real quick.
We
ain't dealing with no more words like hope and hoping. Them words right there with the 49ers are gone from our vocabulary.
Yeah.
We ain't using that. I'm saying, I hope Eli Harrell do this, and I hope that player do this, and I'm hoping he plays like this. These are 3-year players now. If they don't show nothing this year, it's time to go, baby. We ain't got time to be wasting 3-4 years on a pick. That was 3 years ago, 4 years ago, man. It ain't that much development in the world. You supposed to came in the NFL no more than 2 years under your belt, and you really hitting your stride on that 3rd year. You know what I'm saying? So I get here, you got injured, and, but hey, damn all that. Injuries are part of the game, too,
Good
it's how well you bounce back. So them words like hope and hoping, we ain't using them. That's out our vocabulary. If you don't produce, you off this team, baby. We on the players, man. We're on the players.
There you go. And that's probably pretty much the way John Lynch looks at it, I'm pretty sure, too.
Yeah, I heard my boy Ahmad Brooks was out there balling, man. I heard the old man is still out there schooling these young kids, man. What's going on, Ronbo?
You got him penciled in right now to start at the SAM. In fact, Kyle Shanahan is saying nothing but good things. He answered that question, and Kyle said he's getting them first round. He's getting those first line snaps because he's earned them. See, that means Eli Harold is already in a hole. He's gonna have to try to beat. He's gonna have to come in behind Ahmad, and there's a couple other guys that they haven't looked like that. Talmopino. I heard Talmopino comes off that edge, as John Lynch says. He comes off there with a fury and with his hair on fire that we just couldn't get over. So if Eli doesn't hurry up,
want.
Talbapino's going to have his job. Whew, man.
And that's what we want, Ronbo. See, that's what I'm talking about. We ain't got time to be wasting time about, I hope Eli Harrell plays up it. Come on, man. You got a kid coming in here about to take your spot off the rip. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no more time to waste with them type of people, man. We just don't.
Yeah.
We don't. And the old man's still out there holding it down.
That's,
but, hey, that says a lot. And I want to talk about my boy Aaron Lynch. I watched Aaron Lynch in the OTA thing, man. Aaron Lynch does not look sloppy, bro.
He's fast, isn't he? Big as he is. Sloppy.
Yeah,
I think they should let him play at that size. He could be down around 285. 285 is his max. So, but 280 would be good for Aaron because of his frame. He's gonna have his hand in his dirt, like somebody else was saying a minute ago. Was that Wynn saying that too? Or was that Tim? Anyway, him being his hand in the dirt, that was Aaron. If he's gonna play with his hand in the dirt, it's okay for him to carry a little extra weight. I like that idea.
He don't look sloppy at all. I mean, not at all. So I don't, I was waiting. That's what I was waiting on, to see these guys, see what they look like.
Yeah.
So, you can base it. And now I want to see him, we all know what Lynch can do. He's proven that.
Fast feet.
This guy's the limit for him.
But,
like these other guys, man, we ain't wasting no more time, Ronbo. We on go now.
Yeah.
We on Go. That's it.
So I'm telling you, man, watch out for my boy Tank. This is also his graduation year. If Tank don't tank up,
it better be.
Yeah.
Look, it better be.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. It better be. Or you're out of here. Bottom line, man. We want winners, man. Let's take it back, man. To our old coach.
And Kyle,
we want winners.
Exactly. And Kyle ain't afraid of nobody, Trez. I read that report on Kyle, and Kyle is the kind of guy who, if they're running, he got on his route runners his receivers the other day, and they were running route wrong, right? And they said Kyle yelled a bad word out and said, no. And he went out and ran the route, Trez, like it's supposed to be ran. Kyle is a hands-on guy. I says, what? Kyle jumps into coverage playing corner? What? I says, Kyle is a bad man.
All the good coaches are hands-on. If you go back to even when we had Harbaugh got up under the center and showed Alex Smith how to throw that ball and where he wanted to place it and what to look for. Those are the good coaches, the hands-on.
See, that's what I'm saying. Jimmy T wasn't doing that.
Especially, to know the position and know what it takes to play the position and then to show the guy, and Kyle been around a lot of, his father, he's been around a lot of offense, man. He know what each and every one of them on that field is supposed to be capable of what they're supposed to do.
Boy, I know that's right. And see, that's the thing. And your high school coach, everybody's high school coach was out there running plays with you. But at the pro level, I thought they do like Belichick and Chip Kelly standing back there orchestrating from the sideline and doing hand signals, and because I told you what to do in the classroom, and you're supposed to know what to do now. And then you had Tom Sula, tempo, because that's all he knew. And it's too funny. Yeah. And then I hear about Kyle out there running plays, making sure everybody does this right, do this right. It's not like you can half-ass do things. If he sees you, whoa, no, stop everything. We are not going to be doing it that way. He says, oh, thank you. Lord, thank you.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So,
sir. We ain't at the college level no more.
Yeah.
These grown men. It's a grown man game. And, it's either get it right or go home.
Yeah.
Bottom line, man. Like I said, we are on go. And that's the word.
Well, KD Cannon knows about that.
And outside of that, Ronbo, look, I'm gone. I ain't got nothing else. But look, and Wynn, I want to say one more thing, man. You be having good stuff, man. I like your stuff, man. But just them two words you use, hoping and hope. We ain't using them.
Wynn's a good guy. But yeah.
He has good stuff. I always like him. When he on here, he has real good stuff.
And he'll remember this next time he comes back.
Down there.
Let
him know. We ain't using them words.
Hey, we're family.
These guys, these three-year players better come out ready to play, or else they need to be getting on.
Trez, he's like the sheriff in town. What's it that guy? What's that hang-em judge? Trez is putting the lynch. Who was that hanging judge? That famous hanging judge. Man, that's Trez. He sends you right now. Oh, his name was Judge Roy Bean. There's a chance. We'll change your name to Judge Roy Bean, man. Yeah. He still hasn't got the players in year 3. Hang him.
Exactly. Hang him. How we doing, Ronbo? Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out again, all the fellas, man. Good to hear you, man. Hey, and one more thing, fellas. Look, man. Everybody, we all go on rewind and support Ronbo in this thing, man. Look here, man. Ronbo channel is growing, getting real big, man. It don't hurt to hit the like button, man. Let's get these likes.
Yeah, hey, thanks, Travis.
I want to see these likes. I want to see these likes, fellas. I want to see them likes go up, man. You on rewind, man. Hit that like button, man. Come on, man.
Thanks,
we got to support this thing, man. Ronbo ain't got to do this for us, man. He do it because he's a loyal fan, man, and he want to, you know, we got to turn the favor, man. He giving us a platform to be on with him, man. So we got to return this favor, man. Hit that like button, fellas. All right, Ronbo, I'm out, man.
Thanks, Jazz. I tell you. Oh, but I didn't tell Chris Schultz, though, because I know Chris hits like, I am stalking you, though, Chris. You see, Chris, if you see me and Chris Schultz going back and forth on the comment section, don't worry about it. We're having fun. All right, let me just get a couple questions before we get to Cornflake Kid.
I'm not a cornflake kid.
Yeah, you are. You do eat cornflakes. We caught you. We got cams all over the place. We know what you're eating.
Want to bet?
Tyler.
Oh wait, I'm not allowed to bet.
Yeah, you're not. So there's no betting. Stop it. Wait, Tyler, hold on a second. I got some questions I want to take a look here because they're mounting up. Your 4 running backs making it for all. Your 4 running backs. Okay, okay. Andrew Burt, would John Lynch have kept Deshaun Golson and Delaney Walker, however the names are spelled? Man, you know what? It was all about the money. You never know in those situations. I don't think the 49ers did not want those guys to leave. It's just like in Delaney Walker. I mean, God, we suffered when Delaney Walker left. But he picked up a big payday, so you had to let him go. You can't match that kind of price. And then as Trevor Ball says, do you think Brian Hoyer will throw 20 plus TDs and 3,000 yards? That's not going to be really difficult in this offensive system. See, here's what people have to realize. Hoyer is not so bad that he can't get the ball from point A to point B. And with Shanahan's offensive system, it's going to make him an even better quarterback due to the fact that Shanahan puts his quarterbacks in position to win, provided they have a certain skill set. Hoyer has that skill set. That amount of yards probably won't be that big a deal for him. 20 TDs, I don't know. That's he could have a big game here and there and get 20. Yeah, 20 might not be all that hard. 16 games, 20.
That's at 16.
Yeah. Yes, he can't have 16. Games. Yeah, oh yeah. You could just about. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. I can tell you right now, 20 touchdowns easily, actually. Especially
28, man.
And it's because of Travis.
28 and 4,500 yards.
Yeah, and that's because this system, as I say, is a lot better for a quarterback than Chip Kelly's. Chip Kelly's system is made for a lot of things, but I don't know if it's good for throwing a lot of TDs. Let me do a couple more here. There's a loop. It seems Lynch is into trading and wants picks for future draft maneuvers. How many trades will go down before the season starts and what possible players? Well, you already know that Mac might be definitely a guy on the block. And, he's probably going to try to see if he can get something for other players, too. What we have to do is be prepared for surprises now. If all of a sudden things go crazy in camp, and we do hear about Carlos being on the trade, or, because they can get a really high pick for Carlos. You figure a lot of teams will give up at least a 3rd-round pick for Carlos Hyde.
More than that, man.
Yeah, and also
first round.
Yeah, and then you think about McDonald. Then you get at least a 5th or 6th round pick for him. So the picks are starting to build up, right?
5th or 6th. Come on, man, give us a 3rd or 4th.
I hope they call you, Tyler, and I hope you own the ball club by the time they start making those phone calls. Those are good. Those are good deals.
For Carlos, I can see him getting a late 1st rounder.
Well, no, Carlos he's 20. What is Carlos? 26.
25.
25, 26, yeah. His injury history is a little scary, so you got to be worried about that. So you don't want to you can't go too crazy with your draft pick. You can go 3rd round, probably is something you should be able to ask for. McDonald, due to the fact that he's had issues his first 2 years, his second 2 years, everybody's thrown out. So Yeah, if owners think that way too, that means he's going to be a 56 round pick, I would imagine. And his salary is also something they're going to be looking at, so it's a problem there. For as far as trades go, hey Tyler. But as I've said, who are going to be who are you going to keep on as far as your running backs anyway, though? And let's get over. Forget about the trade with Carlos Hyde. He's going to make the team. Who's going to be the guys you're going to keep on that group?
Keep out of everybody.
Yeah. You got 7 running backs, and then including Juice.
You got to get rid of like 3.
Yeah, at least.
Okay, I say Carlos Hyde, Tim Hightower, Matt Brieda, Joe Williams, and I think that'll be our 4 that we keep. Kapri Bibbs might make the roster, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I said 4. It has to include Juice. See, that's the difficulty there.
No, it doesn't include Juice. Juice is a fullback. That's a different position.
No, but you're still in the backs. I mean, you're still one of the running backs.
Okay, he makes it instantly. So those 4 plus Juszczyk.
Okay, so you're going to let this override. Just take 4 and put Juice in there. Maybe you can put Juice in the tight end spot as far as roster spots. Get rid of one of your tight ends.
He's going to be competing for that spot, too.
Yeah.
They said that he's going to get a fair shot at that, too.
Yeah, he's an OW. Juice could be just miscellaneous on the roster. Yeah, you know what? That's what they could do with Juice. Non-specific. You're right, everybody. Yeah. We got 4 running backs. We got Juice. Wait, sorry, isn't Juice running back? Juice is an OW. So Juice could be anywhere on the field. And then we go down to our defensive backs and then go down, because you got to get 53 in there somehow. And that's how you got to do that. So, yeah, that could be it. Juice will not be counted in with the running backs. I got a feeling you might be right, Tyler.
Well,
and Tyler, write this down, Tyler, because I never agree with you.
They'll put him at fullback, but they'll use him at other positions.
Yeah. He can line up anywhere on the line, actually. Juice, he'll be a wide receiver. He'll be a tight end. He'll be a slot guy. He'll be all over the place. So
my question for you is, would you exercise the idea? I mean, if say things to make Kyle Shanahan said, we want everybody we have here until you can get better. Would you exercise the idea of bringing Matthew Stafford here next year if we can't get Kirk Cousins?
Well, you know what? Matt Stafford. No, I might as well. If I'm going to go, I just might as well go ahead and keep my inexpensive quarterback. I might as well keep Brian Hoyer. Depending upon how he does this year. If I can't get Cousins next year, let's go ahead and move with Plan B. Let's work Hoyer one more season, and let's see what DJ Beathard can do.
Beathard, Bethard.
Yeah, well, it's just fun to separate his name like that. But Bethard could be the heir apparent. He could be what because everybody said, next year we get ourselves a franchise quarterback. I always said, I wonder if Bethard ever reads social media. Next year, the 49ers, because Hoyer's just the guy, the bridge quarterback, right? They're going to go the bridge quarterback, and then they're going to get their franchise quarterback next year. And I keep saying, people think that Kyle was kidding about Bethard. He's not kidding.
Because that draft is like, we're not going to have that high of a pick for sure. And secondly, if we can't land our franchise quarterback next year, because it'll take them a year or 2 to learn the system.
And there's another good point.
It slows everything down all over again.
So because if we're going to reach the first round, it's true. It's out of the question.
That's why he really likes Bethard.
Yes. Look at Tyler making all kind of sense tonight. Tyler, you never make sense. You're always full of cornflakes. You know what? That's a good point. You cannot go for that first-round pick quarterback next year unless you're going to start him. Nobody uses those kind of assets unless you're Chicago or Texas, who's worried now about Deshaun Watson. If you're going to go for the first-round quarterback, you'd better be able to use him. Or you get to use a lot of assets. Now what happens? You had Bethard for a year. Yeah.
You'd be thinking this entire time, he could train Bethard and have him compete with Hoyer. Yeah. But Hoyer is going to know the system so goddamn well that he could beat him out. Hoyer could become the guy because during the system he keeps getting better.
Yeah.
And he's going to have a bunch of weapons that he hadn't had before. He's doing a great job already. 13 to 15 the other day.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job.
No,
he's got so many weapons. He's going to know the system so well. he's a high character guy. He's a nice person. He knows what he's doing. He could be the guy. He's finally getting his fair shot.
Tyler, there's a question here for you, directly for you. Graham wants to know what is in your cornflakes to think that Carlos Hyde is going to be worth the first rounder.
I mean, his skills. He would have had well over 1,000 yards if he hadn't missed three games.
And Tyler answered. He said that with a straight face. You could feel the seriousness in the voice. Okay, but Tyler. Okay, but you just don't. People don't give up first rounders for running backs.
I didn't say high first round. I meant like late 29, 30, 31, 32.
It's just, I love the way you did do a full round reverse on that and make a U-turn.
No, I said late first round.
You did say first round, but okay, there you go. Graham, he's talking about as long as you're in the low 30s, to be exact. 28, 29, 27. What else you got here? Bashar thinks, I think Tyler stole Tom Brady's jersey. Hey,
no,
Tyler, you know.
The guy that did that.
Tyler, do you believe?
Part of the Patriots organization, I think.
Yeah, well, listen, do you know, since Brady went ahead and made the mistake of getting the Madden curse, and Tyler, if you get his jersey, that would be like double voodoo action, man. If you wear Brady's jersey this year.
Okay, hold on. Explain to me how I have a jersey curse. Because I don't have any. I only have one player that went bad. That was it.
Who's that? Brock Osweiler?
Yeah, but I only got that because I like the number 17 because that's my favorite number, and because I like the Texans jerseys.
Okay, Tyler, I want you to walk that back. You did not say that, okay? You're a 49er fan. You got no business liking a Texan jersey.
It just looks cool. That's all.
Okay, that's it. Let's go. Tyler, we're going to go to the next caller as the Cornflake Kid has lost his mind.
I'm going to get a hoodie, just really fast. I'm going to get a hoodie. It's going to be like dark blue, and it's got our logo on the front, and it's going to say 87 on the back, and it's going to say Shanahan.
Okay, I can go for that. All right. Did you say 87?
Yeah, that was his number whenever him and John Lynch held up their jerseys at the beginning when they came into the locker.
Oh, I thought I saw ones on their jerseys. Okay. Anyway, hey.
John Lynch wore 47, and then Shanahan was 87.
All right. There you go. Let me. I'm gonna knock out a couple of questions here. Let's see. Gohar wants to know if he could trade for any two players right now to lead our team to a Super Bowl this season. Oh, that's pretty tough, Gohar. If you could trade away any two players right now to lead our team to a Super Bowl this season, who would it be? Offensive or defensive pick? It doesn't matter. Aaron Rodgers and Jalen Ramsey are my picks. Oh. Jalen Ramsey. Go ahead, you got to explain Jalen Ramsey to me one of these days as to why. Is he would be that pivotal, huh? Or that player to be, okay. Aaron Rodgers I can understand because Aaron Rodgers under pressure is amazing. Tyler, you got two players that you'd want offensively and defensively that you would trade for that you know that would help the 49ers go to the Super Bowl right now? And it better not be Brock Osweiler. Do we like? He's back to his cornflakes. You know, man, defensively. Okay, I would trade for J.J. Well, J.J. Watt coming off that back surgery might be a little dangerous. I'd still take J.J. Watt. If he's healthy, I'm going to take J.J. Watt for defense, okay? Because J.J. Watt does weird things to teams running around that, and J.J. Watt could be anywhere on your defense or facing your offensive line anytime. All right, offensively, of course, I'm going to get Tom Brady because Tom Brady makes everything around him seemingly better. Somebody said, though, if you take Brady out of New England, his magic will just disappear. I don't know about that, though. Can you imagine Tom Brady working with Kyle Shanahan? That would be a little bit, that'd be fun to watch. Okay, how many sacks will our O-line give to teams this season? Andrew Burt. Andrew Burt, I got to tell you, when you get a chance, you need to study up on Kyle Shanahan. All right, here's the way Kyle's system works. The amount of sacks will not be up in the league's best, the highest. It's about getting rid of the ball. Shanahan, that's why I say people don't understand about the Shanahan factor with quarterbacks. There's not going to be any standing around, looking around too long. He's going to get rid of that ball fast. And it's not going to be a lot. Remember Matty Ice last year? Do you remember the Green Bay Packers said after that game? He says, there were several defensive players they asked of the Packers. And the Packers were saying things like, we never had a chance. We couldn't, there was no way we were ever going to get to Matty Ice because he was getting rid of the ball so fast, he didn't even need an offensive line. So that's what I'm saying. That a lot of the offensive line is going to be all about making their run game work. As far as Hoyer being behind that offensive line for protection, that ball is going to be out of his hands so fast that it's not going to be about that offensive line standing there taking a long time. In fact, that's what they say. That is why Joe Staley's career is probably going to be extended, because of the fact that with Kyle Shanahan, there's no dancing around back there. There's no looking around for 5 minutes. It's boom, boom, boom. You got a guy now that's going to be, he's going to have his quarterbacks being, they're going to throw guys open. We didn't have that before. There's going to be timing routes. It's going to be 1, 2, go. I understand now that what they do now in camp, and this was like right from the player yesterday. Who was it that said? They said last year under Chip Kelly we were moving fast. He says we thought we were moving fast. Under Shanahan we're moving faster than that. I said, oh my God, how do you work with that? Because Kelly's system was fast, but Kelly also allowed for his quarterbacks to run. There was their option. If there was nothing there, you take it was a one read look, right? If that look's not there, maybe go through one progression or something like that. But you're out of here. And that was the essence of Kelly's system. So it's waiting for the linebacker to commit. If he stays home, take your time, find that shot. Hopefully your offensive line will contain the defensive lineman. If the running back, if he commits, take off. It's one or the other. So don't look for a lot of sacks this year. It's probably not gonna happen. Greg Canady, what do you think about our secondary? They're going to be good. Why? Because the defensive front is going to be good. They're already talented. They were not nearly as bad as they looked last year. But when you've got to commit on every play, I'm sitting back on my horse. Defensive lineman, secondary, right? You got it, run. You got to come, you got to charge in. Okay, now, if it's a pass play, I could sit back. They got the pressure on the quarterback. I can stay with the receiver because, the longer time that receiver's got to work with him, the better chance he's got to get that pass. If you got a front line rush, it is now in the hands of the secondary player. So there you go. Are we out of time? Oh, okay. And how many games will we win this year? I'm going with 9. I refuse to get off of 9. 9 and 7. Right? 49ers Lakers, can Shanahan make Hoyer an elite quarterback? I don't know that he necessarily has to make Hoyer an elite quarterback, but I'm pretty sure he can make an efficient quarterback. An elite quarterback can carry a team on his own, right? That's how we define an elite quarterback. So yeah. But Shanahan will make it easy for him to do his job. You have to remember also, Shanahan's offense is not all about the quarterback. That run game plays a huge role. So you'll see. Travis Moss says, is it possible everyone in our division barely gets a 500 record or barely over? Yeah, that division is going to be kind of... what's really funny about the division this year? Because we don't know what the Hawks are going to look like because they're doing weird things right now. They're getting a little older. And there could be Armageddon inside that locker room soon because things are not doing well. And when you get a disharmony in the locker room, it tends to make its way out on the field, right? So I don't know what's going to happen with that. The Arizona team is, I think they got old right in front of us because if they think they can still throw the ball, when you think about Carson Palmer, if he still thinks he can launch the ball up in the air and leave it up there for 20 minutes and it's going to come down in the receiver's hands. So that got ended last season. People got hip to it now. Palmer goes back. He throws it up high, and he's usually had 3 speedsters out there, right? Well, they've got that all figured out now, so that's pretty much over too. So wow, and the Rams. Listen, I understand that Cooper Kupp is him and they're starting to make the chemistry is going a little better over in LA. I don't know. Their defense has got Wade Phillips. I don't know that we're going to be able to just beat the Rams up. Jared Goff and Cooper Kupp are getting together and they're starting to look good. Kind of worries me, actually. I ain't saying nothing else about the Rams. I don't know. It's like, that's why I say, people say, 49ers going to suck. People don't know what the 49ers are going to do. This is the first year in a new regime. The coach is a no-nonsense coach. He's got so much talent out there. They got to send some good players away. There's no way. Everybody says, what about the transition time? You can't keep switching coaches and expect the team to come in and know the system enough to initiate and execute with excellence. Okay. But what if that's the only factor you're going to use? The Dallas Cowboys offense was kind of new last year. I know Dak Prescott and Zeke, they didn't know anything about the Cowboys offense. So, you just never know. Okay. Let me get one more here. Travis, is it? Okay. Adam Barney says, what's popular is having a special teams crew clean up road dogs. I need you to explain that. I like that, though. What's popular is having a special team crew clean up road dogs. How many sacks have we given up this season? Oh, we already had that question, right? Yeah, Andrew Bert's got a fixation. He thinks the 49ers the offensive line is going to be killed. Oh, you guys got a whole, it's not Tom Sula. It's not Chip Kelly. It's not a lot of things. You got real pros and they're running things now. So some of the things we got to stop getting used to is complete misery in certain divisions. We got a Super Bowl coach that's leading things on defense. We got a Super Bowl coach that's leading things on offense. They've picked up a crew of very distinguished people to help them out. Some of the idiotic things that we've seen in the past, I probably would bet on, probably not looking so severe this year. So I think we can relax on some of these things. All right. Oh, getting ready to hustle over the rewind. I got to go make me a tuna fish sandwich. Chris Schultz, look out. I'm going to continue to stalk you, and you know this. Look out, Chris. See you on Rewind in just a few minutes. Monday, we'll be back on Red and Gold Radio, and you know this. Have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Don't overeat. You're going to feel pain when you wake up. Have a drink. I'm kidding. Do not drink and drive. I want to hear from you later. All right. And with that said, it's Red and Gold, baby. Niners!